What's up, guys? Mickle here, and we have two very important things to go over in this video. First of all, we have John Deaton talking about whether this case will go the distance or we will settle. Guys, I think a lot of you are going to be shocked with what John Deaton has to say here, because it sounds like to me he is really leaning into a settlement. Make sure to stick around for that, but we're also going to talk about at the end of this video a brand new court case that could have precedent over the Ripple SEC case. And guys, this thing is looking extremely bullish. For giving support to the current Ripple SEC case that XRP is not a security, make sure to stick around till the end of the video to see that. No one is talking about this, and I think it could be huge. Like always, guys, your support means so much to this channel. If you want to see more videos just like this, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below and turn on bell notifications. These three simple things go such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. If you guys are ever looking for a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange, Uphold, down in the description below. Uphold is an awesome exchange and my favorite place to buy and sell XRP. With that said though, guys, let's jump right into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the update. So guys, real quick, make sure you do not miss Moomoo's promotion going on right now. I am getting so many DMs of people saying, I won this free stock, I won this free stock. Guys, do not miss out on this. If you sign up with Moomoo using the link in the description of this video, you could get 15 free stocks, and if you sign up using my link, you'll also get an extra $10 in your account. Not only that, but your chance of winning a Tesla stock has actually doubled right now. So guys, do not miss out on this opportunity. Go sign up with Moomoo now to get your free stocks. So guys, I want to start this video out by blowing up some FUD that I saw going around earlier today. Laura Shin is an very popular cryptocurrency influencer, and I say X because she's kind of faded off since like the 2018 timeframe. But earlier today, she had two Bitcoin maxis on her podcast, and they were talking about how uneducated the XRP community was. I thought this was just so crazy because, guys, if you actually understand and watch the people in the XRP community, it is by far the smartest crypto community out there by a mile. And it's not just people, influencers like me and some of the other big people out there. You have people in the XRP community like Rosie Rios, who is a former treasurer of the United States. It's absolutely absurd that these people have the audacity to try to take a shot at the XRP community like this. And I just tweeted out in response to this, the XRP community is by far one of the smartest communities out there. If you think differently, you are only insulting your own intelligence. And guys, it's so funny because it's not even me just saying we are one of the smartest communities out there, even though I know we are. But if we take a look, there's actually data to support it. This is actually from the BIS. And what we can see right here is they actually ranked the most educated versus least educated cryptocurrency communities. And the XRP community, as ranked by the BIS, not me, is actually one of the most educated communities out there. Guys, I think it's so funny that these different Bitcoin maxis try to take shots at the XRP community. Like, we are just creating conspiracy theories and we don't actually know what's going on behind the scenes. But guys, the more and more we have watched everything play out in the world, the more we have been proven right. And it's so crazy to me that these people are unable to see that. It's like they are completely blind to every other project out there other than Bitcoin. But the fact of the matter is that's not what's going on. They understand how potentially disruptive XRP could be to the entire cryptocurrency industry, the entire financial industry, and honestly, they're just upset that it's XRP making these strides and not Bitcoin. Either way, though, I think it's just really important to understand that when these people come out and insult the intelligence of the XRP community, you cannot listen to them. It is absolutely atrocious that they still try to do this stuff. But the fact of the matter is they are only doing this because they are upset about how strong we are. And guys, at the end of the day, I am so confident we are going to come out on top, and these people are going to look really bad in a few years from now. So guys, now I want to move on and show you a very interesting clip of John Deaton in a recent interview, because John Deaton talks about the possibility of this case ending via a settlement versus going the distance. And what I'm sensing in this interview is almost a narrative shift in what John Deaton is saying. And I think you guys are really going to like what he has to say here. Listen up closely and then we'll break down exactly what he's talking about.
So John, taking that into consideration, I know that we recently saw Jeremy Hogan suggest that if there was going to be a settlement, he thought it might happen by the end of the year. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I read somewhere that 90% of all SEC cases end in a settlement. And if that's correct or not, but do you think that that is where we end up, or do you think this thing is going to go to the judge? How do you think this thing ends up?
If there was going to be a settlement, it would be from within 90 days of when they were forced to turn over the documents. And so my timeline agrees with Jeremy Hogan in that sense. ongoing and future sales of XRP by Ripple and in the secondary market are not security. That if they don't get that, there's not a settlement. If they get that, there's a settlement within minutes. I mean, I'm paraphrasing Stuart Alderati, but he basically said, not to me, to the world, that a settlement happens very quickly if that happens. And if I'm advising Gary Gensler, I'm saying, look, these emails definitely are going to cause issue. We can seal all of this up right now in a settlement. Also, we're really gonna lose, Gary. We're gonna lose. Let's see if Ripple will pay, let's pick $100 million. Let's take that victory. We can narrow it and say that, you know, each crypto is fact and circumstances, and just because XRP is not a security, and that doesn't mean the others aren't, and we can still go after each other one. To me, like, I'd be in Gary's ear saying, you can get on TV, instead of talking about Kim Kardashian with $1.3 million, dude, you could get up there and say that you held this company responsible, this one of these big fintech companies, you got $100 million in addition to the $100 million you got from BlockFi. You're holding these companies accountable. Like, you could just spin it politically. You know, you can imagine all the spin masters. It would make us vomit, right? Personally, to hear him spin it into a victory, but he could.
At the end of the day, isn't the risk greater to them to let it go to a decision and lose than to have to do what you just said and settle and have to spin it? Because they're going to look like winners no matter what. And Ripple's going to write a check, and Ripple's going to, even when Ripple writes a check, they're going to know that they won as well. I mean, but would you agree that it's a greater risk for the SEC to run it to the end and lose?
Absolutely. And the only answer I can come up with is that he's pushed it this far because he needs a victory. And if he can get a victory, he can then say, look, I was right. These cryptos are securities. But that's why somebody has got to get into his head and his ear and make him pay attention to the fact that they're not going to win at summary judgment. The SEC, there's no way Judge Torres is going to grant them summary judgment based on the way they pled the case. The XRP affidavits that Ripple submitted, which is almost 3,000 affidavits that talk about non-investment use, not knowing who Ripple was when they acquired XRP, those are factual issues that a jury could decide. If they're gonna go with this theory that every acquisition or purchase of XRP is a security, then that means there's no non-investment utility behind XRP. Well, we all know that's not true. So they're gonna lose, and the best they can hope for is the judge says, well, we gotta have a jury trial on certain issues. If you're a politician and you're giving a guaranteed victory, public victory, or your enforcement lawyers are saying, there's like an 80 to 90% chance we're gonna lose, Gary. What does the politician do, right? He takes the guaranteed political win. And so that what makes me think that it should say.
So guys, right there at the very end, did you pick up on what John Deaton said? He said he thinks this case should settle. Now, this is a big narrative shift from what John Deaton has been saying in the past, because in the past, he has been a lot more skeptical on settlement. But as of now, he is absolutely convinced that the SEC cannot win at summary judgment, and he's starting to think that they are coming to that conclusion. If that is the case, then the SEC has absolutely zero reason not to settle this case, because they're only going to further damage their own agency if they try to go the distance. I have to say, I am in line with what John Deaton is saying. I think he's spot on here, and John Deaton knows so much more about this case than anyone else out there. He's literally involved in the case, and he has seen documents no one else has seen. Guys, I don't know if the SEC is ever going to hand over these emails or not. I'm guessing they wouldn't, but either way, it seems like everything makes sense and everything is in the SEC's favor to settle this case. And a lot of people will come to me and they'll say, what if Ripple wants to take it the distance? What if Ripple wants to go to trial? Guys, that would never happen. If Ripple can get clarity for XRP via a settlement, they are going to take that option because it's going to wrap this case up ASAP. It will make it so the SEC can never appeal a judge's decision, and it will make it so their crypto business can absolutely explode in the United States. Guys, I think this is a very positive sign, and completely disregarding the settlement aspect of this, I just think it's so important to realize how confident John Deaton is that Ripple is going to win on XRP not being a security, and guys, I think that is massive for every XRP holder out there. So So guys, I want to finish this video off and fly through one last thing because this could have pretty big implications on the Ripple SEC case if it does go the distance. This was found by Attorney Bill, and guys, what it is actually a filing from the Celsius bankruptcy hearing, and what we learn here is that the judge in this hearing actually states that there is no clear rules for cryptocurrency in the US, and he's actually going to use legislation from the UK to make his determination on how that case goes forward. The important thing to note here is that in the UK, cryptocurrencies like XRP are not securities, and if this actually gets ruled on before the Ripple SEC case, this could become persuasive in that case, and it could make the SEC's entire case completely moot. And guys, while I don't think this case is even going to come to that, I still think this is very interesting because it just shows there's absolutely no standard in the US for XRP being a security, and even other courts are having to look to other jurisdictions, and those other jurisdictions are telling us that XRP is not a security. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.